The following is a presentation of TFNN. It is now time for the Diagnostic Trading Hour with your host, Darrell Martin. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Darrell Martin.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And let's check out where the markets are at right now. Okay, we got the S&P up 0.75 right now, and we got TF down 5 points. We got the Nasdaq up 1.5. We have the Dow down 9. And that's our U.S. indices. Looking on over at our metals, we got copper is down 0.035 right now, so just barely down. We got gold is down 9.5 points, quite a bit. We got silver down over 1.5%. Okay, silver is down over 1.5%. Natural gas is currently down 3%. We got corn down 1.5%. Or wait a minute, corn's down, sorry, 0.5%, and soybeans is down 1.5%, covering the ag markets there. Looking on over at our energy markets, where did my natural gas go, to speak of that? Oh, there it is. Okay, natural gas is down 3%, and we got oil is up, another buck, up 2.2%. So some nice volatility there. We got bonds are currently down 1%, 30-year bonds, and we got the dollar index, King Dollar, looking pretty good, up a solid 1% on the day. If we dive on into the FX markets, we got the pound dollars down 146 pips, the euro dollar down 125 pips, dollar franc up 122. US yen is up 40. Aussie yen is currently up 29. Aussie dollar is up 19. The pound yen is down 123 pips. The euro franc is down 15, and the pound franc is down 9, with the dollar CAD up 32. All right, that gets you caught up on where the markets are at right now. Give me your lunchtime update. And let's see here, trying to pull up this document. And where did it go? 1 second, because I had a few things on it I wanted to cover with you. There it is. Okay. So it just took me a minute. Today's news and the headlines, we got dollar franc is moving on up. So hitting 2-week highs today. We got U.S. jobless claims jumping 14,000 up to 281,000. Let's go ahead and look over and check out those releases right here. So on the releases, what we got, we have the official bank rate came in at flat on the pound. We had building permits and Canada come in slightly negative. Unemployment claims came in a little better than expected, and they revised the previous number up a little bit to 268,000 from 267, actually down to 267. So they actually made the previous number a little bit better, and the number came in a little bit better, even though claims overall have jumped 18,000. So it's bad that they went up, but it's better than expectations, and the last number was better than what they thought were the actual results. That gives us the summary there. And let me go ahead and we got CPI coming on out tonight. Let me pull up over here on another window. We'll jump through. We'll look at the news trades that we have coming on up. And okay, there we go. That zoomed in a little more than I wanted it to. Okay. And let me pull that back over here. All right, there we go. Got news. Okay, so on the news calendar, we had a few different trades we were looking at. And pulling up the current week. And we'll also talk a little bit about next week. We do have numbers coming on the list here, so we'll be going into earnings soon as well. Start going over those with you. next week in more detail. Put a note on that. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so looking at today, we got, all right, the pound official bank rate. So let's looking to see, how do these trades move? Usually it's pretty flat trade. Like I said, it's a little bit different because we didn't have the euro announcement right after it. And usually we get that euro announcement like right after. So let's pull it on up. And let's look at the pound dollar. And all right, so pound dollar, we were looking at a 6 a.m. entry for an 8 a.m. expiration. We're looking for it to stay within a 30 pip range. Let's see if we got that. So at 6 a.m. right over here, a little bit later. There we go. All right, 6 a.m. and then taking that over to 8 a.m. Only 2 pips, which means we got a 28 pip of our 30 pip profit goal on that. Not too shabby. If we go in and we look at CAD building permits, how did that do this morning? That was an 8 to 10 trade. Let me pull that one on up. And these are ones I called out for you on Tuesday. And so we got in on this one 8 to 10. Looks like this one moved quite a bit on us, so we would have got out at our 1-to-1 stop on that. But let's just see, 8 a.m. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it actually didn't. So for 8 to 10, oh, wasn't that nice? Gotta love it. I was looking at the wrong bar. So we got 12 of our 25 pip profit goal there. So that was awesome. Talk about not getting out a minute too soon, and it took off at 10 a.m. So that worked out very well. So flat right through that announcement, and then bam, took on off. I'm just happy because I thought we got nailed when I saw that big up move. All right, looking on down. Tonight we're going to have Aussie home loans. Will be coming out at 9:30. So we're going to look at a 6 p.m. to an 11 p.m., okay? A 6 p.m. to an 11 p.m., meaning we enter at 6 for an 11 p.m. entry. We're going to do iron condors, which is buying the lower spread on Nadex. So buying the spread under the market and selling the spread above the market. And the max profit on those, we're looking at for that total of the 2 contracts to equal a minimum of $30, okay? That will be tonight. We also have a pound report, a variety of reports coming out. Usually stays within a 30 pip range. We'll be looking for an 11 p.m. entry with a 7 a.m. expiration. Again, doing a spread, buying the lower spread, selling the upper spread on Nadex. Looking for it to stay within that 30 pip range. Going on to the CAD employment change report. On the CAD employment change report, coming out at 8:30 tomorrow morning, we're looking for an 8 a.m. entry with a 10 a.m. expiration. Basically the exact same thing we did this morning. And we're looking for it to stay within 35 pips. This works a little better whenever we don't have NFP, so which is good. So again, looking at an 8 a.m. entry to a 10 a.m. expiration with a 35 tick pip, whatever dollars minimum profit between the 2 max profits on the spreads. Let's see. There's an FOMC member speaking tomorrow at 8:30, but it's not like a major speech, so not a big deal. Got some import prices and pound release a little later in the day. Going on over to next week. Let's see here. We got pound various reports coming on out on Monday, so just trying to get you taken care of here. On Monday, pound various reports coming out, and we're looking for, again, an 11 p.m. entry. All right, so that'd be getting in at 11 p.m. on Monday for a 7 a.m. expiration on Tuesday with a $35 minimum profit on the trade between the bot spread and the low spread combined max profits. That covers most of them. Oh, and let's see here. We also got some earnings announcements. All right. Looks like we got Johnson & Johnson and JP Morgan are both to be released on the 14th. Okay. And the Johnson & Johnson will come out at 7:30 a.m. That's when the wire comes out. Sometimes the press conference is after. We'll have JP Morgan coming out at 7 a.m. with their wire release on the 14th. And then on the 15th, we got Google. We got our big Google play that we like doing, okay? And so far that status is unconfirmed. Let's go ahead and check it, see if there's an update there. So I'm going to hop on over to finance.yahoo.com. I'm going to type in Google. And then we're going to go in, we're going to look and see when their next earnings date is. It's not published yet, okay? So it's not official that it's next week. So we're going to put that, we're going to have to check that one again. I guess on Tuesday we'll have to check that again and see if it is coming out that on the 14th. Where is it? Yeah, so we'll check that Tuesday on my show. We might even put a trade on if it is confirmed by then, or they may change the date. So we'll have to stay on top of that. Let me put a note. And so let's put a reminder for myself so we can be looking out for that trade, because I like to do strangles whenever Google is going to release earnings on the Nasdaq, on the US Tech 100 binary contracts, because they expire at 4:15. Google releases at 4 o'clock in basically a second or so. And so you got 15 minutes for often a nice and volatile move. We got Intel Corp coming up as well at 4 o'clock, same time, both in the NASDAQ. So if we do get both of those at the same time, that'll add a little extra volatility. And that will be released again also at 4 o'clock. Let's see, not much else coming out in the evening. A few things just to be aware of. These be aware of events. A lot of times these are ones that I'll look at maybe for going in and do some 5-minute binaries when they come out for 15 to 30 minutes. Okay. The big events, of course, I look for more, but just knowing that these events are coming out lets you know, hey, that might be a good time. I want to focus on trading the Aussie, or like monetary policy yen coming out. May not be able to trade it like as a Strangle or Straddle or Condor or whatever, but I might be able to go in and look for some good volatility like we saw this week. We got the yen coming out. China's coming out with a variety of reports that should make the Aussie and the yen both nice and volatile as well. And it has four reports coming out at 10, and another one coming out with a press conference at 10:30, which should add even more volatility. All right, stay right there. We'll be back right after this break.
Darrell Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Darrell Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, the Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Darrell Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. Darrell takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
All right, folks, welcome on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And let me see what we're looking at right now. Going on in, we talked about a few of the charts. We talked about some of the news mentioned. Let me pull up a couple more charts that we'll go through. We'll come back to a few other things. Just sort of like hopping around here a little bit. So last year we were on dollar CAD. Let's go and look at dollar franc, making those 2-week highs and pumping on up there. All right, let's see here. So right here you can see it bumped up, made a nice high 2-week high yesterday, bumped up, made another 2-week high again today. That was after making a full deviation retracement, pulling all the way back up and bumping almost up to the 0.5 deviation move. So there's some great volatility hitting those deviations. As you can see, hit a deviation, done. Came over here the next day, boom, hit a deviation, pretty much done. Popped up a little bit more. Came over there, hit a deviation down, done, and flew on back up. So getting some nice deviation moves. Again, I post those deviations every night inside the scanner for you at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. All right, looking on over, let's check out the dollar index. Let's go on over to DX. And I would say in my top 5 list to trade would be DX. And let's see here. We had an announcement yesterday that I wanted to back up to. So let's click on this and let's go to yesterday. There we go. All right. So we had the FOMC meeting minutes come out at 2 o'clock. And let's check out the dollar index. Just some things that you want to, these are things to look at for things like meeting minutes. So going over here at 2 o'clock, check out the nice move, big old move right there. We got a move of 0.585. That is a massive move. That is more than a full deviation move in a single day. Okay. And so definitely a nice setup there that you could look at. We can go down a little bit tighter if we want to. Let me see. Maybe I have another chart up already. Have to look and see. Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up and I'll show you. 1 second here. Just wait for the chart to load up for me. I may have to switch up instruments. May take a second. Like, come on, you can do it. Okay, well, I'll come back to that specific chart here in a minute. We could also go over, I'll come back, we'll check out after all that loads up. We'll check out the crop report because we talked about that yesterday on corn and soybeans. And it may have woke up. Okay, let's see here. All right, so let me pull up corn. Right on over here. Going into DX. And once that opens on up and loads for us. So now I'm just waiting on it. Come on. Gotta love charts. Come on, update. It's going back down. And that was really the wrong one. All right, give me just a minute. I'll get it all cleared up. Okay, so down here, let me scroll down. Need to maybe get rid of my continuous contracts. That might help out a little bit. I just like looking at them for certain events. Okay, corn. Now we're loading the corn chart up. And we had the corn announcement come out yesterday, the ag report. Let me see. Let me pull up my on the ag report over here. What do we got? One more second. I had it up. And my computer just seems to be going a little slower than I like. Okay, here we go. All right. So looking at corn, let me bring the chart back to the screen so everybody can see it. And okay, I'll have it all up and ready for you when we get back right after this break. And a nice move today as well. Stay right there.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Trade with confidence and clarity while using the software that thousands of institutional traders rely on to make the best and most accurate decisions. Choose from 1,000 equities, currencies, and futures instruments utilizing the TAS architecture. As seen on Bloomberg terminals worldwide, the TAS Profile Scanner is a benchmark technical filtering system that thousands of traders rely on, and now you can too. For a limited time for TFNN subscribers only, we've reduced the price to just $97. That's over 75% off. John Logan hosted a special subscriber-only webinar in December, and you'll gain access to that archive as well, so you can learn exactly what the TAS Profile Scanner can do for you. Try this product out. No matter what you trade, the TAS Profile Scanner can help you make more informed trading decisions. There's no obligation to pay anything. Don't let this offer pass you by. Get your 30-day free trial to the TAS Profile Scanner today by signing up at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Alrighty, folks, so come on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And we're looking at the ag reports that we had this week. And give me 1 second so I can pull that up. I got corn up for you right now and ready to go. Ag reports, love trading them. I don't know if y'all have traded them before, but they can be really, really cool to hop in on and take advantage of. Let me see here, but I got one of them. You know what? Let's go ahead and take a break on that real quick. Looks like we got a caller that is on the line right now. Hey, how's it doing? How's it going right now? This is Darrell.
Hello?
Hey there. Yes, Sam. Is it Sam?
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey, man, I'm doing good.
Good. I would like to ask your opinion about Johnson & Johnson.
Okay. What you got?
So I traded, I got out at 102. Now it looks like the weekly chart saying it want to go to like $87. Is that looks the same to you, or?
Well, we do have earnings coming up, so be careful of that, okay? Earnings is going to be coming out on the 14th, okay? So that can obviously have a pretty big impact right there. Let's see, what do we got? J&J, right?
Yep.
Let me pull it up. Before I do that, let me switch over to weekly. It'll make it a faster load here. Pull it up on my chart so I can see the same thing as you. And might even just open it up on TOS here since I have all those going. And let's see here. Okay, so J&J. And let me maximize that up. But always be very aware of earnings because that can get you. On the dailies, obviously, we already see a couple things. One, we see the resistance there happening right around 103.32. Okay. You also have a really strong downside magnet, which is established support right now, right down there at on the 12th. We're at a high volume bar. Okay. And so that's going to be a magnet for it to pull back down to. That's why it's already hit that twice. And then if we go back over to figure out what is up with this support, or I'm sorry, resistance line over here. Okay, that one not helping us. Let's go back a little bit further, see if we can find a good magnet above the price. We're really not finding a strong magnet level until right there on 12.19. That down close. So that says if it does break out, we're probably looking for if it breaks out of the current support and resistance. So if it breaks out of resistance around 103.45, then we'd be looking for a move up to about 105.50. Okay. And then let's back up and look at what you're talking about here over on the weeklies. See if we get the same thing. But we got support resistance, and we have if it breaks out to the upside where we expect it to go. Over here on the weekly report, we're seeing that exact same support resistance happening over and over. We're seeing that same high volume magnet right there down at 90. Well, the low being 97.10. Okay. And then let's see where our high volume magnet is on the upside. And that's going to bring us up to about a little bit lower, about 104.45. So what's your target on it? You looking to go in long, short? Where are you at right now?
I got in at 95. I got out at 102. So I do trading for it. But this time, I don't know
nice trade. Good job.
What price to get in,
Right now, it's really tough because you're really range-bound trading at the moment. Okay.
Right.
And I don't expect that to change until after earnings.
Okay, because it haven't did a big correction for a long time. And if I'm looking at the 200 weekly, it's too far from all the other, the 20, the 50, and the 9. So
exactly. Yeah, the 200 weekly is all the way down at 82 right now. So
yeah. Okay.
So yeah, you're not going to get any kind of confirmation cross for quite a while on that. Right now, you're sort of stuck in between the 50 and the 100 period moving average. That's what you're oscillating in between.
Until we break either one of them. Okay.
Yeah. So you need to now. If you break the upper one, okay. So that would. I mean, if I'm trading this. Let's just assume there wasn't earnings in a couple days. Then I would, because I usually don't. If I'm going for the directional trading like you're trading right now, I'd be looking for a breakout of that. I'd be going up basically for $1 there. So I'd be looking for a breakout above 103.45. I'd be getting out at 104.55. If I was looking at a short, then I'd go over here. I'd find my next lowest short, and so if I got a breakout to the downside, which wouldn't give me a whole lot of room. But if I completely broke out of, just say, the wicks, 97.32, that's going to take me to about 95. So that's not too bad. So, but basically, I want it to break out of this weekly range, like including the wicks of the highs and the lows.
Right.
And then I'm going to go either down to that last high volume bar, if I go break out to the low back on the week at 10:20 there. So, or I'm going to go up to that last high volume bar, the most recent one we got. Let's see here. So right there. Well, it was a little bit higher earlier, but right about 104.50. So break out to the upside, I'm going to 104.50, which doesn't give me a whole lot of space. Break out to the downside looks really nice. But again, just use extreme caution since you have earnings in just, 3 days.
Perfect.
So
Thank
sound
you.
good? You bet.
Thanks.
All right, no problem. All right, we got John on the line. John, how you doing?
Darrell, very good. Darrell, I called in to segue right into your discussion on the USDA report and the ag derivatives, corn. So I'd love to hear you tell us what you were doing with that. Can I first ask you a question just about how you, as a professional, work Nadex, specifically, Darrell? By the way, I have to compliment you on all the fine work you do in relaying the mechanics by which you can derive profits. But my question for you, currencies, indices, metals, where do you personally find yourself deriving the greatest share of your profits?
Currencies for greatest share.
Got it.
But I trade. Like, I mean, that includes like DX. Okay.
No, exactly. Yep.
So I trade a lot of DX. I'm looking at a lot of the currencies. Okay. I also on the metals, I'll trade gold.
And do you find
I will trade oil, and then I usually will trade like Russell and FDAX.
Right, Darrell. Can I ask, when you're doing currencies, you've spent a great deal of time describing in detail tactics and instruments and strategies, and I'm just wondering, of all those that you have outlined, is it binaries? Is it spreads? Is it strangles? Is it straddles on the currencies that you find most profitable for yourself?
I would say that binaries would be most profitable. Okay. Strangles, I'm pretty picky on. So they're very profitable. They do well. I just don't do a whole lot of them. Unless I'm doing them on the 20-minute binaries on the indices. Okay.
Yep.
And there has to be a lot of volume, like way above expectations that day, or I don't do them. Okay.
Right. Got it.
So the other examples would be like the ag report. Like I'll go in on corn or soybeans. I'll look at the volatility. I'll look at the historical moves when those ag reports came out. So I'll go back to each ag report, okay, and look at corn. I'll look at soybeans. How far did they move? And then can I get a good price on what strikes are available to do a strangle? Other strangles I'll do strangles on oil inventory. I'll do strangles on natural gas. I'll do strangles on the ECB press conference. Pardon me. The ECB press conference, like the one coming out next Wednesday. Okay.
Sure.
Which is it's odd because they moved it from Thursday to Wednesday, but the one coming out next Wednesday, I'll do a strangle on that, and I'll usually strangle Google earnings on Nasdaq. That's pretty much like 90% of my strangles. There's a few pound announcements I strangle, but there's not a lot. And there's a couple CAD reports and NFP reports that I'll strangle. But they're like my strangles are very selective. So either they're basically all like high impact news based, and I don't just mean like Forex Factory has a red bar on there. Like historically, it actually moves a lot, not just that it's an important announcement.
No, understood.
And then the other ones would be so it's high impact news. The only other exception is on a strangle is like doing like the high volume indice days. So because you'll get those oscillations up and down all day, and if I got to make sure they're inside the average range for that 20 minutes.
Yep.
And if my upper strike I bought, my lower strike that I sold, are within inside that range, and I can buy it for about $30, give or take a few dollars, then I'll take that trade all day over and over and over again.
Got it.
So those are my strangles, but so I'm very specific on when I do a strangle. It's not just I'm just strangling, which we all get. Like when I first started, I tried to strangle everything and figured out real quick that didn't work.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And then as far as spreads, I basically have spreads. I use them in a few different ways. The consistent way that I use them is very specific. It's based on all these news reports I go over on the show.
Yep.
Where I know that 10 out of the last 12 reports were, within 30 pips or less type thing.
Yep.
So those are a lot of, and I'd say honestly, probably half the time there's not even the premium there. So you can't like live on it. So it's just I look for it, the premium's there, awesome, I got it. If it's not, I don't have a trade. So that's more like a bonus, easy, sit down, 5 minutes done, trades over, move on.
Right.
So that's what I'm doing on most of my iron condors. I will do some that are longer, but I don't like being in trades for a real long time unless it's very statistically news-based. Yep. I do know traders that do like doing iron condors for a longer period of time, and that's just not my personality. I don't just like randomly doing them because I don't like doing like just an inverted strangle on a 7-hour trade just because it seems to work.
Understood. Yep.
As far as
Darrell,
FX, I love the 5-minute binaries. I trade those like crazy. And then, of course, I also trade directionally FX, directionally futures. And then for the other thing I use on the spreads, since I'm using futures, if you're a newer trader, you'd use a lot of spreads, okay? But since I'm already trading futures, I will hedge a lot of my trades with the spreads if I'm looking for bigger trends.
Sure. Got it. All right, let's run back here to the USDA report. We had, wheat, corn, and beans as something to potentially set up coming into this report. What attracted your attention, please, on this, and what opportunities did you see just by way of review?
Let's see here. Remind me, because I'm pulling up so many different things right now. What time was that? What was that on? I was trying to play through all
corn, the USDA reporting came out today at noontime, New York time.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, yeah, I'm like, I know I have this on my list because I'm about to go over it. So the one that came out at noon, as you can see over here, I'm usually going to hop in as early as I can.
Yep.
And I'm going to look for as cheap of a strangle as I can pull off. And let's see here. So what do we got? There's something up with my... Yeah, hold on. I need to check my connection here. I think I haven't rolled it over on this. I got 3 different computers that I use. So let me see. Let me update my corn real quick on this computer. But basically, I'm going to look for, obviously, a strangle on the trade, unless the premium is just insanely expensive. Okay?
Right.
So that's one of the things that I try to teach people to think about whenever they're looking at these strangles or butterflies or whatever. If you look at butterflies and it's just too freaking cheap,
yep.
Well, then that's a really good clue to go in and, do a strangle. If you are looking for a strangle and it's just way too expensive, then, that's your clue to go in and do that. So I'll just put up on Thinkorswim because I'm having a issue on that chart updating where I want it to. All right, so right over here, pull up ZC. Then let's back it down to 5-minute contracts. And then the way that Thinkorswim plots is a little bit backwards. They plot bar open versus bar close on their timestamps. So right there. So here's you can tell where the report came out. Okay.
Yep.
And so if I'm going in to strangle this, we're at like 376. Then I'm usually looking for, a 5 to 8 point move on corn or soybeans. So, if I put it 5 points above, then I'm looking for, close to a 380, 381.
Yep.
Let's see, the release happened at 376. So, 5 points, about 381. So I'd be going in and looking to buy a strangle for ideally less than $25 to $30 if I can get it. Okay. If I can't get it, then I'm going to put in my take profits. I'm going to put a sell to get out at 43 on my buy side. I'm going to put a buy to buy back at 57 on my sell side. Okay. So if I bought it 50, let's say I bought it 10 or 12.50 and then I sold it, say 88.50. Okay. So I need to have my take profits in there, and it's really important on news because it can pop up, hit it, and pull right back.
Right.
Okay. Now, if I go in there and I'm like, this thing's going to cost me $40 or $50 to do a strangle, right? Then, what's today, it was pretty high. It's going to do a strangle. It's not going to work out real well.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? There's a lot of extra premium built in my favor on this. If I can go in and pull off a $45, $50 butterfly where I buy the strike below and sell the strike above, I don't care if it blows through it because I expect it to pull back, which is exactly what happened. It popped up, it pulled back, it stayed right within inside the range, allowing me to collect the premium on it versus hope it moves far enough. Does that help?
Hang on and do soybeans just when you return.
You got it.
Thank you.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy. A set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders, take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Join David White as he keeps you up to date on the latest tech stocks while he uses his Power Law Vector Indicator to identify the best trades. The Power Trading Hour, next on TFNN.
All right, welcome on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. And I currently have John on the line from Philly, and we're going over corn and soybeans. We just talked about corn. Soybeans, we're basically looking at about the same thing. We're talking about the ag reports that come out, and they're listed over on the USDA's website. So if everybody wants to look up those future dates. Next one, by the way, will be May 12th, okay? So you want to go over soybeans? Is the questions about the same on that one? Like, how do you handle that?
Exactly.
Okay. I'm basically going to do the same thing, except for I usually look for an 8 to 10 point move on soybeans, okay? And so I'm going to look to see if I can pull off a strangle again for right around 25 or 30 bucks. If I can't, and I can pull off a butterfly for $40, $50, okay? Then I'm going to do a butterfly. So, because what you'll see on a lot of these reports, it pops out, pulls back. So on the corn and soybean reports. And like, so today, if you look at it, I mean, we got a nice move. We got basically about a 7.5, almost 8 point move, right? Actually, I think we're right about 7 to 8 points. So it was within the expected range, but the premium was too expensive to pull off the strangle.
Right.
Okay. So your only option was either no trade or consider going the other direction.
Got it.
So, and again, I do want to get at least $40 on these trades. Like if I'm going to do a butterfly, okay, like combined out of the two.
Understood.
So that, because I don't want to, the hard part is I don't want to use a stop loss on these. So which the nice thing about butterfly binaries, you don't have to use a stop loss. The reason I don't use a stop loss on these is because sometimes I'll see it pop right through and pull right back.
Right.
Now if it pops through and doesn't and it pulls back and then starts coming back down, or if it goes down and just keeps going down and then does a slight pullback,
yep.
I'm going to be very tempted just to hop out and cut my losses. Okay,
right.
Less of a loss.
Right.
But
right.
the IV is going to go down anyway, so you're going to get some volatility crush in your favor,
yep.
regardless. Okay, so but usually what I'm expecting to see on a butterfly on corn and soybeans is a big move in one direction or the other, and then within I'd say 5 to 10 minutes, okay, an instant pullback on the trade. If I see that, then I can probably just leave my trade alone until expiration, or if I get with I have $10 left of max profit, I'm at 95.5 or something.
Yep.
Well, then just then why risk it?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So you give up some of your profit, but you've locked in the profit at that point. So you're okay. That's really just how to handle it. It all comes down to the best practice you can do. And if you have a pen and pencil, I can read these off to you real quick. But or you can just go to the WSD website, but on USDA.gov. But January 12th, February 10th, March 10th, and then of course today, April 9th. The best practice you can do, this is what I do, is I go back and I look at each one of those days.
Yep.
Okay. And I go, how far did it move? Did it continue moving? And I look at, basically those daily expirations by 2:30, what happened? And look at the pattern and see if you can, you ought to how far did it move? Did it pull back? Did it pull back and then start to trickle back down? Like right now, it's sort of trickling back down, right? So now if we had our, binary, if we bought it, say at 9.50 or something, we'd be fine. But I'd be out of the trade already. But, if I would have held on to it, what would have happened? If I would have sold it, what would have happened? Mm-hmm. And to help simulate that a little bit, what you can do is, because you need to know basically how are the strikes set, okay? So that way you can have an idea of, at least theoretically, what were the strikes
right.
When you're looking backwards.
Yep.
And so I'll teach you a trick. It's a little bit different on corn and soybeans. The trick is look at the strike widths and how wide they are, and understand that they are set at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So if they're 6 points wide, look at 6 o'clock, add 666, subtract 666, and then you'll know what the strikes were for those historical days you're looking at.
Darrell, thanks so much.
Hey, you bet, man. You have a great one. All right, I will see y'all tomorrow on the Bull Bear Binary Hour, and see you again on Tuesday in the Diagnostic Trading Hour.
What's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. You're watching Tiger TV.